Oh, good morning, guys. It is coming up on 6 a.m. I'm already in the car. I just went down maybe a half mile from my hotel to a Whataburger. I've never been to a Whataburger before, so I'm going to have a couple of biscuit sandwiches. I'm going to try their jalapeno and their regular biscuit. So, yeah. At least I got to try something new, you know? It's still fast food, but it's something new. We don't have Whataburger in Wisconsin. None that I know of, anyway. Alright, let me get my food and eat and get on the road. Now, there is supposed to be a dense fog advisory out this morning, but right now, the way the city looks fine. Maybe the fog is somewhere outside of town, but we'll see. Alright, guys, I got you just sitting up on the dash. I got my Whataburger for breakfast. Never had Whataburger before, and I wanted to share the experience with you guys. It's a complete sandwich, kind of like the McDonald's biscuit. This I get to choose between sausage and bacon. I chose sausage for both. This is the standard biscuit, I believe. And it's got fried egg, cheese, sausage. It's not bad. Biscuit's a bit dry, but it's not horrible. And the sausage has a little bit of a peppery kick to it. That's not bad. Alright, turning back on when I have the jalapeno biscuit. Alright, so this is the jalapeno one. They were nice enough to put the little sticker on the wrapper for me. And I do see little pieces of jalapeno speckled into the biscuit. See, now that biscuit is a lot softer than my first one. My original one was very crusty and kind of dry. This is actually quite soft, nice. And I can taste the jalapeno. It has kind of that green grassy taste to it. And then you get the jalapeno flavor. There's not a whole lot of heat. There is some there, but not a whole lot. And I like too that their egg is fried. It's not a scrambled egg. I do like that. Oh, this is good. It's a nice change from the regular fast food that I've been having. Alright. I'm going to finish eating, and then we're going to get going. We got almost 700 miles to do today. Should take 10.5 hours of just drive time. That does not count my stops for lunch, gas, potty breaks, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm out of Amarillo, and yeah, it's fairly cloudy out there. I mean, not that there was much to see out there, but yeah, it's fairly dense. I can maybe see a half mile down the road, but I am on an interstate, so I'm not having to worry about really tight curves or hidden driveways or anything like that, that the fog might be hiding. So I feel comfortable doing the 75 mile an hour speed limit. Okay, well, it's starting to get more daylight out. The sun's come up. I think it's starting to heat up just a little bit, so the fog is kind of lifting. I can definitely start seeing things now. I can see little buttes and plateaus and stuff like that, so that's a good thing. It's kind of boring to drive and not be able to see the landscape, you know. So that's nice. I can actually start taking pictures and videos and showing you guys some stuff. Oh, and I can't remember if I actually told you what my plan for the day is. As far as gas goes, I had a little more than 200 miles left in the tank, so I'm going to try to get as far as I can and then get gas. And hopefully that will be the only fill-up I need for the day. Being that today is kind of a short driving day compared to yesterday, right now my GPS is saying that I should be there maybe around 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I may end up having a sit-down lunch in a restaurant, and then when I get into Phoenix, I'll actually try to find a restaurant to have dinner in instead of fast food. So that's kind of my plan for the day. So let's see if we can have this as more of a laid-back type day as compared to yesterday, where I was just gun and go the whole time. Drive through, go, gas, go. So yeah, let's try to enjoy the day a little bit more. Oh yeah, another thing that is kind of interesting about this today is that I'm on I-40, and that pretty much follows the original Route 66. It's not exact. There are little roadways and stuff like that would probably be a little different from the original Route 66 as compared to the I-40, but it's pretty accurate. Like the little road just over there might actually be the original Route 66, where this is kind of curving around a little butte or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of cool that I'm technically on Route 66. Okay, so my gas light came on a while back, and I'm about 10 miles from a gas station. So I should be at about 1,230 miles or so by the time I actually stop to get my gas. Alright, so a little bit of a gas stop here in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and I came that close to buying a shot glass for the Route 66 portion through New Mexico. But I'm driving parts of it. Like I said, I-40 kind of follows the Route 66 a little bit. I tell you, New Mexico has got a really nice landscape to it. It's got these really deep, don't really want to call them valleys, but they're just like a flat pan. But then you got these huge ridges that come up on either side of them, so you can see from one to the other. And it could be 15 miles. It's really something to sit there and crest over a hill and have this just tremendous view. It's just awesome. It really is. That's something I usually don't have to put up with. The hills around here are so tall, and you go up and down them so fast, your ears have to pop. Oh, wow. I don't have to deal with... occasionally I do, but not like that. That was almost like coming down in a plane. It's images like that impress me. We don't have mountains in Wisconsin, so yeah, that's always a nice sight. Okay, so the mountains there on the horizon, the first time I saw those was about 30 miles ago, and I still have not reached them yet. But man, what a view, huh? I don't know. I don't know if people get used to the elevational changes or what, but man alive, my ears are popping all the damn time. I'm not used to going up and down these big mountains. And truthfully, these aren't even all that big. But I wonder, if you live around here, do you get used to that? I mean, I'm on an interstate. My ears are popping all the time. So if anybody lives in this area of New Mexico or in the mountains in general, and you're going up and down interstate roads that are, hilly and stuff, do your ears pop? Do you get used to it? Let me know. Make a comment below. All right, I have made it into Albuquerque, New Mexico, and they painted all the light posts, K-rails, bridges, and all that stuff in like a pinky peach terracotta color. I'm sure it's to stay with the Native American aspect of it and kind of keep it earth toned and stuff. It's not bad, it's just not something I'm used to. I'm seeing I always think of street lights and stuff like that just being like black or green or something like that. I'm going to put you guys down because traffic's getting heavy quick. Oh, wow. Driving through downtown Albuquerque was an experience. Holy crap. It went from a nice leisurely drive on the interstate. Traffic was literally flowing down on on-ramps and stuff like that. It was just one car after another. It was almost like a waterfall of cars coming onto the interstate. Jeez. Okay, so I found a place to eat lunch, and I'll be there in about 10 minutes. It's Gabby's Café, I think, or something like that. So yeah, I'm getting hungry too, so I hope they got good food. They rated it a 4.6 on the Google map. So we'll see. I tell you though, I don't know if I could actually live out here, and I would hurt my neck just looking around all the time, just, wow, look at that, or else I'd end up getting in an accident because I'm too busy looking at crap all the time. I mean, it's really cool. It really is. But you never see it, and then, you come out here maybe a couple of times in your life, and, you just try to soak it all up. And I'm trying to take decent photos and videos and stuff like that for you guys, but I'm not going to take a whole lot of it. I want you guys to come out and experience it for yourself. So I'm just trying to give you a little nibble taste of what you could expect if you come out here. Does anybody know what those mounds of black rock are? I've been trying to figure it out, and I just cannot seem to put my finger on it. I mean, to me, it almost looks volcanic, and it looks like it's all been pushed up, heaved up. So I know that Arizona has a volcano, but I don't know about New Mexico. So I'm just kind of curious on, did that happen when the Colorados and all that upheaved and started forming the Rocky Mountains? Is that something newer, something that's been happening over the last maybe a couple hundred years? Just don't know. It's pretty cool. Alright, that's where I had lunch. Gabby's Café. Nice little place. But yeah, that was actually good. Good sized burrito too. definitely filling. One burrito, that's all it took. And I did have a donut because they had one on there that sounded intriguing, and that was a coconut donut. But it was like a lemon flavored donut with a coconut glaze with coconut sprinkles on it. It was really good. So to get to my lunch destination, I actually had to drive on Route 66 for a little while. So does that mean I can pick up a shot glass now? Yeah, I don't think so either. Not enough. I mean, riding into town on it just, I don't think qualifies for experiencing Route 66. Alright, I won't buy my shot glass yet, but I tell you, the little bit that I did ride or drive on here, I want to do Route 66 sometime soon, I hope. Okay, here's something I can talk to you guys about, and that is, I really like those ghost hunting shows on TV. Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Kindred Spirits, Ghost Nation, all that kind of stuff. I don't like the ghost stories ones where people just talk about some ghost experience that they had and they do a reenactment of it and stuff like that. I don't really care for those. But anyway, my daughter Victoria also likes the ghost hunting shows. And we'll sit there and we'll watch them. We kind of make fun of them and stuff like that. It's part of the enjoyment of actually watching the show. But we were sitting there talking, and we were talking about the spirits, and if anybody ever sees a spirit, it's, the lady in white, a lady in black, or blue, or red, wearing some sort of formal gown-looking thing, typically. The guys are usually dressed up in, Victorian-era tuxedo garb and, top hats, or maybe if they were a worker at a industrial plant or something like that, they would probably have overalls and, some sort of an engineering hat or something like that. We were sitting there kind of cracking some jokes, and she goes, so does that mean nobody from the 80s and 90s has died yet? It's like, what do you mean? She goes, well, you never hear of a ghost wearing, bright orange, blue, and purple pants with, and parachute pants, and the girls with big, huge hairdos and stuff like that. Yeah, apparently not. Is that what our spirits are going to look like? Our ghosts when we die, we start coming into the ghost hunting era? Is that, we'll have neon green hairdos and stuff, blue hair painted, and is that what we're going to show in our spirits when we get to be that way? See those little drops on my windshield? It's actually raining on me. At least it was briefly. Hey, I just arrived into Arizona. How cool is that? I am in my last state. About that, holy crap. Somebody lost retread all over the road. Yep, there's the truck that lost the retread. I've already contacted Greg and let him know what time I was going to be in Phoenix. I'm hoping to be there by 4 o'clock local time. And I told him, let's go out for dinner. And I go, pick any place you want. I go, just don't make it a national chain. He goes, well, I don't know that many places around here yet. It's like, well, whatever. Just try to find something. Anything that you've been wanting to go to, let's go. And I told him that he was more than welcome to bring his fiance, because I've never met him either. So yeah, we'll see what Phoenix is like in the next 4 hours. Okay. Oh, right here is the exit to get to the Petrified Forest National Park. We were there a few years ago in 2018. There's a spot over there. It's actually got old telephone poles still lined up. See those telephone poles there? those telephone poles actually follow the original Route 66 road, and it actually keeps going that way a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of cool that, you know, even though I-40 kind of follows it, it's not exact, and now there's actual pieces of the original Route 66 that are completely gone. They're wiped away. But those telephone poles actually still mark the original route of that road. That's pretty cool. Oh, finally, I'm going to get off of I-40 and onto, I think it's County Road 77. We're only going to be on 77 for a few miles, like 3.5, 4, and then we're going to get on to 377. I just passed a sign. I didn't realize this, but 77 is a Pony Express trail. I didn't know that. So that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind just riding 77 for a little while. But, yeah, just can't. Not now, not today. Maybe someday. Holy crap, guys. I didn't realize it. I just saw a sign for it. 377 is also part of the Pony Express route. That's cool as hell. All right, let's see what 377 has. Pony Express route. This is cool. You know, the Pony Express riders, they couldn't just pull off and say, I'm tired for the night and go to sleep. You know, they were basically having to run from hostile Native American Indians. So, you know, that's a hard life. You don't know if you're going to make it to your destination alive. Holy crap, it got dirt quick. Yeah, okay. Okay, so actually I have entered a huge national park, and I saw the name on the sign, but it went by kind of quick and I didn't get a chance to really read it well. So I'll have to look it up to see exactly what national forest or national park this is. But one of the things that's kind of cool too is I've been seeing elk crossing sign warnings out. So yeah, I got to keep my eyes open for elk that might be coming out onto the road. Oh, and I forgot to tell you too, I turned off of 377 and I turned on to 277. Okay, so I finished with 277 and turned on to 260, Arizona State Highway 260, and went through, or going through, the small town of Heber, and it's completely encompassed by the national park. So yeah, it's a pretty cool town. Lots of shops. Basically, it's a big tourist trap here. I stopped at a gift shop, gas station, cafe thing here. So I just swung into a store to use a restroom real quick. And I was talking with the guy. And I looked at my phone, and yeah, it was telling me that it can't find the way to the Holiday Inn because it lost its satellite reception. And so I go, how do I get to Phoenix? And he goes, oh, just keep on going straight down the road until you hit 87, and then once you hit that, you should be able to get reception. It's like, all right. So I think he was actually saying 87 to 202 or something like that. So, yeah, I'll get there eventually. Well, it's always an adventure going down mountains. The grade is so steep. We try to keep the speed low, you know, maybe around 55 or something like that. And you can, you know, hit your brake and slow down, and then 30 seconds later you're hitting your brake again to slow down. Yeah. But I think I'm getting kind of to the bottom of this mountain here, so yeah, hopefully I'll get to 87. I actually lost the GPS signal, but yeah, I'm looking for 87 and then I think 202. But according to the guy at the store, I should get my signal back. at the next town. I'm about ready to say screw it. I'm going to stop and camp for about a week before I pick up Greg. Oh, this park is just amazing. It's busy though. It really is. There's a lot of people here, but it's a big park, and I think it can handle the amount of people I've seen. I mean, this is basically an interstate that's going through this park. I mean, there's that much traffic. This is an experience of driving these mountains. Holy cow. 65 mile an hour, 6% grade, nice tight curves. I am so jealous of our Phoenix VRA group. You guys suck. And seriously, this is just an hour outside of Phoenix. So just as you're getting ready and warmed up and really comfortable in your bike, that's when you hit these roads. And I mean, God, really? Well, holy crap, that was intense. Oh, I'd hate to have to drive that every day. Oh. But the really cool thing, look at the cactuses. Look at all the cactuses. Woo-hoo. Look at all those guys. I hope you saw them, because I didn't flip my viewfinder around to see what you guys are looking at. So I hope I gave you a good shot of some of them. Oh, finally, I got a nice easy spot here. I've still got another 25 miles to get to 202 yet. Holy cow. That was really intense, because it's so fast. They have the speed limit at 65 miles an hour, and I tell you, I'm not used to it, so that's one thing right there. But the people that must use this all the time, because I was getting passed constantly, and I was having a hard time wanting to go 65 miles an hour. I wanted to go down to 55. But so many people were just slinging past me so damn fast. I was like, are you kidding me? And they had to be doing 75. Not in those curves. No way. I am not looking forward to getting out of this vehicle. I just looked at the temperature gauge on the car. It says 108. Oh, it's the hottest that I've ever been in this year. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are probably getting tired of seeing that side of me, huh? It's just the side I keep on holding the camera on, especially when I'm driving. Okay, so I got my room, got 2 queen beds, bathroom, main door, and sink is all down in that area. Wall-mounted TV, little desk doohickey thing down there, some drawers, a big vanity thing here, microwave coffee maker and refrigerator there, and a little bedside table there, chair and small table in the corner, lamp. I'm going to call Greg and let him know that I'm here, and try to figure out what we want to do for dinner. I talked to the hostess at the front desk, asked her for some dinner place options, and she told me about Devil's Advocate. So I might try that one out. So I got together with Greg, and we went out and had a pretty decent dinner. Nothing major, a pizzeria sub shop. So we had a couple of subs, and it was actually quite good. So yeah, it wasn't bad, but we sat there and we talked, and kind of got caught up on what's been going on, with him moving down here, what's been going on at home. But then most of the time we just talked about what time we're leaving in the morning, what's the schedule like for where we need to go and all this other stuff. It's hot, okay? 110 degrees, that is hot. But there's no moisture to it, so you literally feel like you roast, okay? When you're up north in Wisconsin, it might reach 100, but more than likely not. It's usually going to be in the upper 90s, upper 80s, but there's so much humidity that just going outside and standing, you start to sweat, which kind of cools you off. But you go out there and it takes a while for your body to understand, at least mine, to understand that, hey, it's really hot out here. We need to start sweating and cooling you off. So yeah, I go outside and it's like there's no sweat. It's just hot. That's all it is. Really weird. I did want to text Greg real quick and say, hey, if you want to bring some food snacks along, because pretty much we jump in the car, we might stop for breakfast, we might not, I don't know yet. Basically because my hotel offers a free breakfast here, so I'm thinking I'll probably just grab some breakfast here and then we can get going. And it's getting, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock now, so I'm going to go to bed in probably about 2 hours. I'm just going to sit and watch TV. I don't know I have no idea what I'm going to watch. All right, so that's it. That's the end of my day. I'm going to call my wife real quick and say hi to her and see how her day is going, and probably check in with my mom just to say, hey, I got here safe and sound. She actually called me as I was coming down 87. Beautiful road, it really was. Just, oh wow. Not what I was expecting for a fairly major road going down through the mountains. But it is what it is, and I found out too, I've got to drive it out to get out of here and go back home, and then I've got to drive it again when I come back. Hopefully there's another route for me to take when I'm starting to go out to Dallas, Texas on my way home on the second part of the run. So we'll find out. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it yet. Alright, so I will see you guys in the morning, and hopefully we'll have a nice adventure home. That'll be a little bit different too with Greg in the car. Someone to talk to could be good. But at the same time, it's Greg. And the conversation could get weird real quick. All right. See you guys in the morning.